Welcome back to episode 6 of Darkest Dungeon. We are in season 4. We've been going pretty well. We lost a single group last stream, but past that, it's not the biggest deal. We're up to week 30. We've been doing pretty well, all things considered. But we were running a little bit low on gold because, of course, we got to level 5 weapons. Now, this, I will say as well, there's a chance that this stream might be cut a little bit short. Big Jeff and Small Jeff, yeah, those are usually Chris's saves, because he tends to play Darkest Dungeon occasionally on my computer, and that is usually what he names his saves. That's a whole thing. I did have to go through and remove various names of saves that weren't necessarily appropriate, because I just usually let Chris do his thing, and a few of them were like swearing, and I'm like, right, well, let's maybe not have that. I still like keeping my streams relatively family friendly. It's like a family friendly 13 plus, not made for kids, but like still, you know, accessible for everyone sort of streams, you know? So that's at least generally how I try and do it. Down the last of my coffee, easy peasy. But yes, as I was saying, there's a chance that Matthew might come around, and if that's the case, I'm going to have to probably wrap up stream and wrap up the video, because I've not really got any room beside me where he could sit and chill. So that is what it is. But should be right anyways. But yes, so like I was saying, we're a little bit low on gold, so perhaps we should take out our Antiquarian. Antiquarian goes well with a few of the characters. Okay, we're looking pretty good with deeds. Actually, let's check over here. How are we doing? We need a couple... Oh, we can actually get that one. Or if we get more crests. Let's get that, honestly.
In the end, every plan relies upon a strong arm and tempered steel.
I do like the idea of having an upgrade, or having it very cheap to upgrade our stuff. We actually have a decent amount of cash now that I'm looking at it. Let's see. We recently had this group, or Reynold has been set off because he used to be with us, but he is no longer. We could possibly take... who do we want? Because we don't really have any good second liners right now in this group, of at least that high level sort of stuff. Maybe we do a lower level mission. We do have this, but I did also want to do the Brigand 12 pounder. Okay, let's think about it this way. If we were to take Freed, we have Shadow Fade back and forward. We honestly would probably actually want Max to go first, because that way we can get the stuns. Because whilst you are backwards, that means that Max goes to second position, and then from second position we have Noxious Blast that we can do, so Focus Blast, or Disorienting Blast. So we do have we got a frontline decent amount of stuff. We could buff up damage and speed. Yeah, no, that kind of looks actually alright to me. You know what, let's just go for it. You've got Snuffbox, you've got Grey Rot, and you've got Spasm of the Entrails, or Entrails. So we can take care of that. That's like, what, 3 points? That should be right. Reflection would be kind of useful, so maybe I'll go and buy that as well, actually. We want Aurum. You can obtain Reflection. Let the Mask down would actually be kind of useful to have as well. I don't like Quarantine, to be honest, but that is a pretty good group of things. Let's take that. Feels good to me. Anything else worth checking on? The guild? No, you're all good. You're all good, you're all good, and you are not even a part of that party. Flashing Daggers, will take that. And we'll just have access to everything if possible with her. Okay, the Strays. Let's head to the Weald. Because the reason we want her... you read gaming skills instead of camping skills. I mean, I'll tell you what. that is how you become an epic gamer, is you've got to have access to all of your gaming skills. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Stack of torches. Maybe 2 stacks of torches. Give me a moment. Okay, and now we take 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Sounds good to me. Let's get into it directly.
Whispers of heresy roused the rabble to violent action. Such was the general air of rebellion that even my generous offer of gold to the local constabulary was rebuffed.
Interesting.
To reassert my rule, I sought out unscrupulous men skilled in the application of force. Tight-lipped and terrifying, these mercenaries brought with them a war machine of terrible implication.
I gotcha. So he actually employed these brigands to push back all of the townsfolk who were like, "You're doing bad things."
And gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
I also just realized I didn't gear up anyone. I didn't gear up her. Everyone else luckily has a few things. That's fine. That is something we can deal with. Take all of this stuff and pop a torch. In we go. What do we got for us in this room? We have combat with crazed Nashes. Give me a moment. Okay, and we have rabies. Oh boy. Rabies is actually not good for him. Extra damage is good, but the accuracy down is brutal. Rapid rush. Maybe we might need to do the snuff box. Actually, we might actually have a good way to cure one companion. Oh, actually, we can... For 6 points, we can just cure this entire party of diseases, which would definitely be good. Get the double stun. Yep, easy peasy. Excellent. Then let's dagger throw on you, and of course it dodges because it has insane dodge. We're probably not going to hit. We got a 50% chance of hitting, and of course double dodge. Go figure. Fair enough. Let's come over here and we'll go for a big old zippity zap.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of...
And let's now pickaxe this one. Of course we miss because of its insane dodge. Dodge or stun wears off. It's going to rapid rush on max. 3 damage. Brutal. Bleed. 2 damage of bleed. Now this one is going to go. Nope, it's Max's turn. Okay. We're going to now come over here then, and we're going to go for... That's not the one I was going for, but we got another stun anyways. I was trying to go for the blight, but sure. Another dodge. Alright, let's come over here and zippity zap. Very good. Nice to see that we're able to at least take them out. Now let's hope we hit that double or the 50-50 chance of hitting. Nope, dodge and miss. Go figure. Great, fantastic, brilliant, awesome. Let us throw a dagger. 12 damage. That's solid. But I would like to take them out preferably. This combat's already gone on for 3 rounds, and that's starting to get a tad irritating, not gonna lie. We want to do... let's go for a bit of Plague. 2 damage and 6 for Blight. Yep, easy, so that one's gone. Rapid Rush. 6 damage, brutal. Okay. Let's go for a Focus Fire heal on you and get 9 health back. Very nice. That should deal with some of that. Your stun's going to wear off, so this one's gone. I bleed. And hew. And double dodge again. Come on, man. Really? Okay. Dagger throw. Crit. Hell yeah. Get done. Took long enough. You're gone. Now it's your turn.
Unforeseen, unforgiving.
Okay. Now. You. Get rid of him. Thank you very much. Nice chunk of cash. Traveler's tent. Someone left valuables inside the tent. Oh boy. Okay, you get some of this. We pop a torch. We'll take this. Blazing star is born. Hell yeah. I love that quote. It's so awesome. A blazing star is born. You're taking a bit of pain right there. Bit of pain and significantly no gain. Luckily we have surprise. If we go for the double stun. Very nice. Hopefully that procs. It procced on one of them. That's a start. Sure, dagger throw. 5 damage minimum. Go figure. You. Let's use some judgment on you. 8 damage. Very nice. And get a bit of a self-heal. Come in here with a hew and take out one of them and a big amount of damage for the front. Okay, you're going to blanket fire now. That's fine. 2-2-4-1. Brutal, but we can deal with it. You're now going to slice and dice. Luckily, dodge from the Grave Robber and 6 on the Leper. That is no biggie, in fact. What can we do? I guess we Shadow Fade backwards. That feels like the play. Blanket fire again. Dodge, miss, dodge, dodge. Very nice. Everyone's getting down. Blanket fire once more. 3-1-4-2. Okay, that's fine with me. These two are stunned, so we'll go for a shuffle. And that brings him forward. We'll come over here and we'll go for another judgment. It's going to dodge though. Bummer. Shank on max, just a tad. 6 damage. Oh boy. We're taking a solid chunk of damage now. And Q miss dodge. Bummer. Alright, let's lunge and 36 damage. Bada bing. Hell yeah. 2 damage around. You have 7 health. Let's go for maybe a disorienting blast and just get a bit of a chance to hopefully, you know, heal. You're going to uppercut slice on Freed. Luckily she dodges. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Let's come over here and heal you for 10. Very solid. That's a nice chunk of health right there. Go for another Hue and take out one of them. And he's got 2 health left. Go figure. Then we'll just Noxious Blast and get rid of him. Nice. Take money. And then we'll get you some foods. Nice, that's solid. Pop a torch and open this sack right here. A nice solid group of more money. Okay, well, I like money. I like gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy. That went through a lot of our food very quickly, but that's fine. This area is somewhere that we get a lot of food anyways. A blighted giant. B-L-E-U-G-H. Whack. The giant. Do we want to go for the blight or do we want to go for the stun? Yeah, we'll go and try and bring her forward, I reckon. Yep, there we go. And go for a judgment now on you. Why not? 6 damage. Let's try and weaken her a tad. You're going to mark Aurum. 1 damage and mark. Luckily, we resisted the weakening. And dodge. You gotta be kidding me. Tree Branch smackdown on Aurum. 25 damage. He takes it to the face. Staggering Force. That's unfortunate. That's not what I like. Let's lunge. 22 damage. Now that's unfortunate now because our Grave Robber is in front. We need to stealth with her back. Come over here and heal up our Aurum real quick. Stressful Incantation. 2 damage and a bit of stress. Plus now we're down a light rank. Move you forward. Rain of Blight on the back 2. 2 and 2. Luckily our Plague Doctor can probably resist, and so does our Vestal. Confusion Spores. That's a bit of a shuffle. All things considered, I'm fine with that shuffle. Bit of stress across the board, but that put Aurum back where he needs to be. Let's do a lunge, and of course a dodge, go figure. And 1 and 1. Light. Yeah, decent amount of damage from Blight. You're going to stress out Max now. Okay. We should start doing some group healing, I think. 5 across the board, that's solid. Okay. Rain of Blight on the back 2, 2 and 2. That's fine with me. Let's go here and do for a Hue. Very nice. And if we can stun these two, that would be nice. Poison Spores on Aurum. Luckily he resists, despite being a leper who traditionally cannot resist any degree of blight. But you know what, I'm fine with that. It eats away at my flesh. Do another group heal. Crit on the person who doesn't need the crit, but you know what, that's fine with me. We're going to go for a double stun again, hopefully. Nope, they both resisted, go figure. Rain of Blight. Bah, 2 and 2. Let's come over here and focus fire chop. 30 damage, get done. Tree Branch smackdown, yep, I was expecting that to happen. 27, that puts him on death's door exactly. Bummer. Okay, let's pickaxe this guy and get rid of him.
Falls.
You're now going to Rain of Blight on the back too. That's fine with me, honestly. You got the Ague. That's bummer. What does the Ague do? It's damage, speed, and max HP down. Bummer. Okay, I guess we'll come over here and stun. There we go. That gives us a chance to heal our man here. Here you go. Get some health back, my guy. We won't be able to get that Death Store recovery, but that's fine. 11 and 16, that's solid. And then let's try and pickaxe this to get rid of the corpse. Stun was going to... we're going to Blight, hopefully. Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. And now you can Solemnity. Crit for 16 on the self-heal. Hell yeah, that's what I like to see.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Okay, some deeds would be nice, but let's feed you that. And rubies, oh boy. Okay, you know what? I'm fine with what we've got at the moment. Let's restore our order and check in here. Nothing is left inside the tent. Okay, we'll come over this way and check what we got. We can do that on the way back, I reckon. Okay, slavering ghouls and maggots. Brutal indeed. Let's Throne Dagger and take out the first maggot.
Cleansed from our lands.
Crack my neck real quick, and we come over here and do a stun, hopefully. 120 base. Yep, there we go, stun procced. Now the maggot is going to go, I reckon. Yep, Grave Nibble on Freed. That's fine. Get some revenge for all of that grave robbing that she does. Okay, and now we can come over here and hew and double dodge, go figure. Of course they did. And we'll lunge and take out that maggot because we don't want to deal with that stun. This guy already has a skull toss, which is a stun, which is brutal. We'll come over here and proc up some blight, hopefully, because there's no way we're going to stun him again. And then we come over here and focus fire chop for 22 damage. Very nice. He's going to rend on Freed, which is fine with me because I need to take this chance to heal up our lass here with 9 health. We can possibly stretch out this at least another... Actually, if... Yeah, he's going to go down on his turn. Yep, there we go.
Size has no intrinsic merit.
Unless, in order to make insanguination be considered a virtue, which to my understanding basically means there's not really much about being good unless you like taking a lot of damage. Roughly, give or take. Okay, now we don't really have the affordability to get hunger checked right now, unfortunately. There's another emerald there, but we have a lot of money. If anything, we actually have a ton of money. Okay, we've got some mummified individual. Ooh, a scouting thing that actually we can give to you because we have that inventory capacity. Hell yeah. Pop another torch. I don't know why I'm even letting the torch drop. We've got so many torches here. Pop you. On top of that now. Okay. Scout would be nice. Yep, there we go. Thank you. Trap. Curio. Nothing. Curio. Obstacle. Curio. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. What's your trap disarm? 80? You can go for it. We'll get that de-stress on you. Thank you. I don't know why you were tripping out there. The pack has a map. Ooh, even further. Not bad, not bad. Still no secret rooms, but that's fine. We have a shovel. We actually have a few shovels, so I've got no issue going through this way. Oh, who do we want to do this with? Wield, Warrens, Weapon Tinkerer, Cove Explorer. This man's actually pretty good at going like most locations. Meditator, yeah, we'll get you to do it, why not? Oop, water has a powerful effect. What do we get? Eldritch Hater, that replaced. Balanced. You know what, I'm fine with that, honestly. That's cool with me.
The way is lit, the path is clear.
We require only the strength to follow it. Now, actually, the boss could actually straight up just be over here. I mean, I suppose we're about to find out, aren't we? Yep, there it is, over there. I guess I'll come down this way. Get our chance to heal up a tad. 2 ectoplasms. What the hectoplasm? And then we'll throw a dagger. 15 damage. Very fresh. You're going to stressful incantation on max. That's fine. Ooh. That kicked up that stress quite a solid amount. Um, let's just plague her, hopefully. She's got low blight resist. Yep, she's down. Okay, now it's your turn to judgment upon this fool. 6 damage. As long as we hit, we'll be doing pretty solid. Slime on Max, 6 damage, brutal. Max is going to need some healing soon. And now Cytokinesis on Freed. Dodge, luckily, but it's going to still summon in another one. That's fine with me. Double dodge, go figure, of course. Of course it double dodged. Fine, we'll blight some more. Yep, there's the blight. 5 damage to that one's going down. And then we'll dagger throw and take out number 2. And now if we can focus fire on number 1, that would be nice. 9 damage, very fresh. Okay, you're gone. And now it's your turn. 74. We'll go this one, actually. That's got a pretty high accuracy modifier. So we'll take that. We won't worry about our crests.
Success so clearly in view.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Trick of the light?
Eldritch Hater. What do you got? Wield Explorer. We actually are doing pretty good. We have Warrens and Wield and Warrens and Wield and Wield and this and that and everything. A lot of damage, a lot less stress. We'll get you to do this one again. Holy Water has a powerful effect. Deadly. That's crit up if I'm not mistaken. And that replaced Meditator. Ooh, that's nice. That is actually perfect. Because Meditator I don't really like. Okay, we've got another Blighted Giant. Tenacious Crone, etc. Rabid Rush. Luckily we dodged, that's good. Curse of Vulnerability on Max, 2 damage. Brutal. Max needs to get some healing, like now, preferably. Stun you and bring her forward, hopefully. Yep, because we can completely bypass her stealth with Max. Poison Spores on Junior. Okay, come over here and Judgment, and then hopefully if we get a good old Hue, that'll be solid. What's that? 40. We have not that high a chance to hit, but we still managed to hit. Very nice. And she's stunned as well. That's very good. And then let's lunge now and take out damage on you. Stun wears off of the Crone. Sure, get out of here. Bada bing. And a crit, so now this thing is the one that's left. If we can hopefully deliver a stun, that would be ideal. So 3 damage, and he resisted the stun. Tree Branch Smackdown on Aurum. Luckily we dodged, that's very good. Then we'll focus fire. Do we want 22 to 42 damage? Yeah, of course we do. And of course it misses. Go figure. Let's stealth back, I reckon. We need to heal up you. And let's go for a stun, actually. A stun would be ideal. Yep, there's the stun proc. That just completely stops him from having a turn. Get that nice solid 10 health back. Then another healing would be good. Or we can Solemnity, which we'll do, just to bring our health back up, just in case we get hit. Your stun wears off now. And now we lunge, and 26 damage. Brutal. Now we'll come over here and Noxious Blast. Proc up some Blight. And we'll come over here and heal you for 9. I think this is the first time that we've been basically at full health this entire time. Tree Branch Smackdown on Aurum, 18 damage. Ha. Blah. I spit at you. That is disgustingly bad. For you, nerd. Get good. Come on. Pickaxe for 11 damage. And 3 damage to Blight even further. 12 damage a turn. You're going to Tree Branch Smackdown on Freed. Luckily she dodges, because she ain't about that damage. Understandable. Crit for 20 healing. Hell yes. That's what I like to see. And now finish him. Get out of here.
Perhaps the turning point.
Very nice indeed. And now we drop a key into this and see what we find. A bit of food always helps. And we'll leave the rest behind. And, okay, we can start trudging our way forward. I'm still not seeing any of those corpses that we can use the herbs on to get food for. But that is what it is, I guess. And then we can come back around and grab the rest of that stuff later on. Unless we wanted to boop bop, bam, then just do like that. It's fine, we're already going this way anyways. Maybe we could go up and around. There's a pack here. It contains loot. I don't know why there would be loot all the way out here, but I guess people need to be able to play music wherever they wish. 80% trap disarm, you got that covered. De-stress yourself quite nicely, thank you. Pop another torch because we're about to go into more combat. A towering ectoplasm. What the hectoplasm? I say that way too much for my own good. You're going to shadow fade backwards. Okay, and then we're going to hopefully come over here and activate the stun. Yep, stun and push it back as well. Very nice. You're going to escape cloud and move backwards. 2 and 2 plus blight. But we resist both blights, that's nice. 4 to 10 or 1 to 4. We'll come over here, do the 1 to 4, and hopefully proc up stun, which we do. Very nice indeed. Stun wears off. Now it's your turn. Chop and dodge, of course. Bummer. 17 damage on the ectoplasm. We just want to take this ectoplasm down, ideally. While it's back there, we can proc up some blight, hopefully. Yep, double blight. 5 and 5. Good stuff. Slam smack. Wapa! 5 damage on our leper. None on our grave robber. Escape cloud. 2 and 3 crit. Blight on our leper for 2 damage a turn for 10. For 5 turns, rather. 10 would be brutal. Okay. Judgment. And of course it dodges. Go figure. Get out of here. 19 damage. Not bad indeed. Dagger throw. 7. Okay, it's going to blight out. Very nice, which means that we can come over here and do the double stun, hopefully. Nope. Okay, only 1 stun. That's fine. Mark prey on freed. Luckily, it dodges. Judgment. Yeah, well, judgment. And crit. Very nice. Good stuff. Okay, it's the ectoplasm. Yep, there we go.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
And chop and taken care of. Fantastic.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Ruby. We've got a lot of rubies popping up. Let's do that, I reckon. And then we'll camp here.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the...
Okay, you have rabies and you have grey rot. We'll get you to snuff box on you. Okay, and then what else do we have working with? Spasm of the entrails. Well, for you, 1 companion, you. Spasm of the entrails and the ague cured. Very nice. That cured both of them. Hell yes. Prevent nighttime ambush. If mortality debuffs, give it heal and de-stress. That feels good to me. Now you. We have 2 turns left. Medicinal herbs, and we can only use that once. Go figure. Sure, we'll give you that.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
And you disarm that and de-stress once again. Very nice. Okay, let's get ready for this boss battle. We should be right. Can't think of anything I need to do.
A marvel of technology.
Okay.
Engine of destruction.
You can move backwards, so that way we can get a good shot in. You can stun you, hopefully. Good, good. While he's stunned, we can't do anything else. Blanket fire across the board. 4-4-6-2. That's brutal. And slice and dice on the front too. 4 and 11. Oh boy. That's brutal. We'll come over here and we'll go for a heal on you. Good stuff. That just is able to deal with that. 62 and 72. Or we want to focus fire on you. Yep, we'll get rid of him. Stun wears off of him. Back to the top of the line. Reinforcements are being called. Okay, that's brutal. Jeez, Jeez. So every turn it's going to call in a new person at least. Blanket fire, miss, dodge, dodge, dodge. Okay. Frank, how's it going? Haven't played it yet. Is it worth a purchase? I very much enjoy the game. If you've got some spare cash to spend, yeah, I'd say definitely. I've put a couple 100 hours into this game at this point, and of course, it's one of those sort of games where if you don't like strategy and you don't like losing characters you like, then it will very easily get irritating. But if you're able to just be like, you know what, sure, I put a couple hours into training that guy and he died, big whoop, it's whatever, you'll probably enjoy the game, I would say. It definitely has the potential to irritate a lot of people, I find, but I generally don't tend to get too worried over stuff like that pretty often, so I generally very much enjoy it. But yeah, it's good if you like that strategy sort of situation. Oh boy, we might lose Max, actually, speaking of, if we don't have the chance to come in and take care of that. It dodges, of course, go figure, and heal. Oop. Hang on, give me a moment, I'm just getting a call.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
camera.
Did you put a thing up? We are suffering technical difficulty.
Oh, I've straight up thought of designing a technical difficulty screen because they happen often enough. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Now I need to quickly fix the camera because it tends to be a bit wacky, and I have to select on and off of it. There we go. That should hopefully work.
Hello, YouTube.
I was going to say it's not going on YouTube, but actually these will be going on YouTube later on.
I know it's Twitch.
True.
Hear the fan.
I don't actually know if they can hear the fan because I've got.
Barely. I guess.
Yeah, I found a nice noise suppressor. It tends to work pretty well. I need to take on this thing.
I've never seen that before.
So this is the Brigand Cannon. I'm pretty sure you've played Dark Dungeon before, yeah?
I am. Just not this far through.
Fair. I've been being a bit of a dum-dum and haven't really done anything to this cannon yet, even though I probably should.
Seems like it only does end move every 7 turns, right?
Yeah, so this guy has to have his turn to ignite it, which hasn't happened yet.
Well, that's good, as long as you disable the guy enabling the tank. Ooh.
Yep, there he is. Fire in the hole. Luckily, we can dodge, hopefully. So I think it's on its turn. Yep, misfire. Yes, that's good stuff.
Dodge.
So, yeah, we don't... Oh, that's a lot of stress heal, actually, as well. Damn. That's
what a
pretty
good
solid.
bloke. He's helping out the team.
Okay, now it's going to summon in reinforcements.
The tank does that? Or,
Yeah, so the tank has... It's got Boom, which is like a ton of damage. It's got Misfire. It's got like all that sort of stuff. So what we're going to just do is we're just going to try and attack now and focus fire on this. Because I realized I've been trying to weaken everyone around it, which was what I did last time. But that's just generally...
waste that guy in the back, because it's useless until it wants to call reinforcements, so you'll have just spare time.
Pretty much. Well, yeah, because he's got Blight there. Also, what the hell's going on? I accidentally knocked out my internet. Fantastic. Go figure. Hold on. Oop. I saw it was like trying to reconnect, and I'm like, what? Okay, well, I think it should still be recording anyway, so this can be just a YouTube specialty thing. Okay, there we go. Looks like we've reconnected, at least in the text thing. That should be fine, actually. Hang on. It's not reconnected yet, the video. Oh well, no biggie anyways. But yeah, so Noxious Blast, we could focus fire on this. Thing is, Plague Doctor isn't really spec'd out to be able to take on something like this, because you look down the resistances.
Yeah,
I can't hit it with like anything. Oh yeah, true. So we'll just hit the front guy with that. I could probably actually focus on the back guy.
Give him some judgment.
Yeah, Judgment is good because it will give him it will give the Vestal the self heal as well. Judgment's honestly one of her best moves, I reckon.
Yeah, it's so good.
And the other thing, what's up?
Oh, it's like when you get a crit too, you get the...
True, yeah, it's very good, stress heal as well. We'll come in here, 8 and 10, that's good because he's got the Blight, so he's going down.
He's fucked and don't bother with him anymore.
So he's got reinforcements, and it only actually calls in one guy usually, which is this dude, which is all good with me because what I can then go and do is I can go disorienting blast.
Level 3.
Done.
Level 3 disorientating blast.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I've got level 3 on a lot of stuff.
Comfort your team.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like we need a group heal. 5 across the board is pretty solid. Max needs to get some stuff, but we'll shadow fade with her to make it so no one can hit her. You're gone. Your stun's wearing off. This is actually the best possible situation we could be in. Take out him. Do 8 damage to the cannon. Very nice. Now top of the line. You're going to summon more reinforcements.
What damage is really good against that?
I usually would try and use something... Well, we just have to break through its prot for the most part. Just pure damage output.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's just pure damage.
Yeah. Now we'll go for one of these. That can go really well and give us like 60 damage if we crit. So I usually like doing stealth, and because stealth gives her like double damage for the next attack.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll do another party heal there, I reckon. Now we could probably come over here. Oh yeah, that's right. She has an ability. So with I believe it's the Color of Madness one, we get like all the Twilight skills, which is pretty good. So we can just fully ignore the fact that this guy's stealthed if we want to. I'm going to hit him with Blight, and if it procs, which it did, he's down in 2 turns. We can focus fire chop. 23 damage. Very solid.
Ooh.
So you're going to now fire in the hole.
Misfire. See, it listens to me. Ready, watch.
I mean, it definitely could. Nope, there's a boom.
Oh my fucking god.
That's a lot of damage.
Everyone's on death's door. You know
Well,
what
at
I
least
mean?
for the front, well, except for the front too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Holy fucking shit.
Okay, and now reinforcements get called, and here's where it goes possibly bad. Right. Pickaxe, 10 damage.
You get rid of it. Oh no, you still got
Blanket
to do
fire.
shitloads of damage.
Luckily, we
Woo!
quadruple dodge. I need to do a group heal. Slice and dice on the front two, I'm not too
Oh,
worried
that's
about.
ended your bloody robber, so everyone is on death's door now.
Except for the leper, yeah.
Oh, he's been.
Oh, yeah, he has been in the past. You're going to possibly have your turn. What I could do is, there's a chance... 74% chance of hit. Yeah, we'll go for it, and of course dodges. Go figure. The stationary target manages to dodge. That's fine. 5 across the board with health.
I think it's because your leper's just a little bit
Horrible accuracy, yeah. He had rabies where it's negative 10 accuracy earlier, and I was like,
But doesn't it give you damage buff?
It does, but he's already got a horrible accuracy
So
modifier.
you've got the best loadout in existence.
Oh, yeah. Like, pure damage, but he's going to stress out quite a bit. But also, we are in the wield, I believe, so
Yeah,
we
so
got
he's good
damage
for
up
that.
and less stress as well. So that's pretty fresh. Okay, so with this certain loadout, he's going down next turn. If we could get a good stun, we could possibly do something good, but I'm not liking how we're going.
You don't have much AoE in terms of status effect spells and whatnot, don't you?
Not too much. We got Hugh. I found out recently, apparently everyone online is like, don't use AoE stuff. And I'm like, interesting. Because the damage spread tends to not be good. You usually want to apparently focus fire quite heavily.
Yeah, yeah, focusing. But I mean, like, you're in the ruins. You want to get like everyone blighted, so they all just get munted.
Well, yeah, in that circumstance. This one isn't the ruin, so this is the wield, I
Oh
believe.
yeah, that was just an example.
Yeah.
I see. I like to play games the way that you should and still win.
True.
Like you just ask Sam about me and Sekiro and Dark Souls and Bloodborne. You know?
True, yeah.
From software games have a certain way of doing everything, and I just say no.
Fair. Okay, now if we hit this, 17 damage.
Come
Close.
on, you bastard.
Nah, we've won. Because now you see I come in here, judgment, get done. There we go.
So that was a boss.
That was a boss, yes, that's a medium difficulty boss.
Oh, sweet. Look at that.
So, I don't know necessarily if you're aware of how the game tends to work, but
Yeah, once the
essentially,
boss dies.
well, yeah, there's 3 variations of each boss and all that sort of stuff. We'll take that, we'll take that. That's a bleed resist. Dodge if...
That's really good.
Yeah, that's actually really good. I'll give this to her, because that's good. That brings her dodge up quite high. We'll take the blueprint, because the blueprint is a new resource type. Do we want to take the portraits? I think the portraits could be useful. After that amount of damage, I was going to continue around and like do the rest of this area, but honestly, I don't. It's not worth the
extra
risk.
stress. You're at a good level for really everything. Man.
Yeah, I reckon actually. What's the level of stress everyone's at? Not.
Good.
Oh, okay, Max is the
Oh.
only one stressing, but for the most part, everyone else we could just take into the next mission. Bad humors, the worries,
Oh,
which I'm pretty sure the worries is essentially just anxiety. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Unholy hater, defeated early riser. That's a bummer. Early riser is speed up if the torch is high, which we just gave her a cloak that did that exact same thing.
Oh.
So that was a whole thing.
That's a bamboozle.
Frank McCoy, thank you for following. I very much appreciate it.
Thanks. Thanks. What's his name?
Frank McCoy.
Frank
Yeah,
McCoy.
you can see the up here. We've got the list of stuff that happens.
It is definitely worth a purchase. This is a family favourite amongst me, Zach, and the boys.
Yep, I can agree with that. I should probably move the cup out of the way so you can see chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Cool. That could be the question answer.
yeah, true. Okay, we're on guard. The thing is, I don't like on guard because first round stuff, it can be useful if you want to set up, like, oh yes, I need to set up having a riposte off the bat, plus
Yeah.
this and plus that.
But see, it's the leper. It's useless
Yeah.
on him.
Well, yeah, his
it
speed
wasted a
is-
good perk there, Cove Explorer, because I mean
Oh,
the
yeah.
surprise chance and the the lack of surprise chance is bloody brilliant.
Yeah. The speed and the dodge, yeah, he's got horrible speed and dodge to begin with. He does have the highest damage in the game, which is pretty solid, but the issue is that he can't hit anything. So if you want to fix that, so this is something that I was listening to quite a while ago, where it removes, it's like a, what was it, the resource of opportunity, I believe it was called, where, say for example, in regards to him, because of the fact he doesn't have accuracy, you could try and fix that by giving him accuracy trinkets. Or, if he didn't have that lack of accuracy, you could just up his damage even further. You know? Like, and it's just one of those sort of circumstances where that's a whole thing. Reynold is no longer hopeless. Oh yeah, hopeless is the what's it called?
The affliction.
Yeah, I was like, no longer, because that usually shows up, and that's where you get like quirks and stuff. But yeah, actually, I just looked down the board. We have a lot of level 5s now. Damn, that's solid. So, we need more crests. We need more deeds. We can also come over here and level up you, level up you. We've already maxed out the cheapness thing.
Yeah.
So by just coming in here and giving all of these guys max stuff, they're essentially kitted out, which is nice. The Broken Blade, we can't get him that yet. The Bubonic Herald,
That's mad.
that's whack.
The Hand of Light.
Which is different to the Hand of Light ability, which she also has, which I don't ever use because it's horrible. But
See all the cool names for the stuff, the fully upgraded stuff.
the Razor's Edge,
That's pretty.
that
edgy.
reminds me of something that I could see Gil having.
Mhm.
Like a dopes, because Gil doesn't really have any hand-to-hand type stuff, does he? He's mainly like ranged.
Oh, he's good at range, but he uses short swords a lot.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember him using short swords.
Yeah, apparently their rogues are good at long swords.
Are they?
Yeah. So
The two-handed weapon.
yes,
What?
I heard this yesterday. So I think if that is true, because I heard that from the DM. So if that's true and that's the case, and this is accurate,
I mean, hang on, I can just bring up Google here so we can check. Because a longsword, if we drop the headphones real quick, because we don't really need the audio. We've heard the game audio so much that it's probably ingrained in our brains.
what was it? Something with impunity.
Executed with impunity.
That's it.
Longsword, D&D 5th edition. Let's see the stats, because a longsword, I believe, it's not a versatile weapon, isn't it? It's a...
It is.
It is.
It's one-handed end thing.
Oh, it's... Wait, martial sword, slashing... It is a versatile... Wait, hang on a sec. Well, that's odd.
Yeah, because you could go from a D6 to a D8 depending on how many hands you got on it.
Wait. Oh, yeah, that's the... I was thinking finesse. That's the one I was thinking
finesse.
of. Because you want finesse if you're a dex-based character, because you can then use it as a dex weapon, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because specifically, short swords are finesse, but long swords, to my knowledge, aren't. Yo, Yogurt Fire. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome game. We're quickly just tabbed out to look at some D&D stats. But
my
it's
mistake.
definitely a fun game. Oh, it's all good.
No, I'm saying the damage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's better.
It's versatile to 110, or 1d10. That's pretty solid. Yeah, so, but my confusion in that is so that's Sam talking about that, yeah?
Yeah.
That's somewhat interesting, though.
Yeah, let's go rogue proficiencies.
D&D 5. It should just come up here. Because you would have martial, wouldn't you? Actually, no, but you were saying the other day
Yeah,
you don't.
you have like specific.
Long swords, short swords.
Yeah, see specific stuff.
That's odd.
And I talked to Sam about you and I potentially training my character.
Yep.
In
The longbow, yeah.
And he says that the way in Tasha's book, because you bought that.
Yep.
The way it works is you have to forget one. So I'd easily forget hand crossbows because
Fair. Yeah, no one uses hand crossbows.
chode
Also,
bird.
Yogurt Fire, thank you for following. I very much appreciate it.
Yoo-hoo.
But yeah, because that makes sense. Because I suppose they probably reworked that, because I'm pretty sure the way I originally learnt about it was that the way proficiencies worked is you have to spend like a month in game training, or like a couple months in game training that, because that was it's like the off time stuff you can do. But that makes sense. I don't know how long he wants it to take, but I can definitely, if you want to get longbows, we can definitely get rid of hand crossbows, because there's no reason you would need that if you are getting the ability to use a longbow proficiently.
Exactly.
And because we're level 6, so you're about to get evasion as well.
Oh,
That's going to be insane.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Anyways, let's bounce back over to this. Now, the question is, do we want to wrap up here, or do we want to keep streaming and just keep playing this for a while? Because I'm cool either way. It's just up to you of whether you want to be on the stream for a while.
Play a little bit longer. I want to see you get your ass handed to you by something.
Okay, well, keep in mind, we're on that was our 31st week.
Had 3 people die.
Yeah, and that was an almost team wipe.
Shit.
In one mission, almost team wipe. You can see week 23 on each of them.
Yeah.
And it was 2 shield breakers and my man at arms, which is a bummer. But I think we've been doing pretty good so far. Level 0, we could get Botler.
Butler.
But I don't think
looks.
yet.
Oh, I was about to say, it looks like you haven't upgraded the carriage, but that actually seems to be the case.
Have
Have you upgraded it much?
I've got a few upgrades on there, but not too many. I generally try and hold on to my guys much more than.
Yeah, you wanna. That's
Yeah.
me. If the moment Dismas dies or something, I'm like, oh, gonna have to start the playthrough
Yeah.
again.
Well, that's why we're on season 4.
Straight
up.
like, nah.
So season 1, I played to 20 episodes, 2 hours each episode.
Yeah.
So I put 40 hours into that. By the end of it, Dismas and Reynold, I'm pretty sure, were both gone, and I'd added in the vampire DLC thing, or where you get like the Crimson Curse. That brutalized us, so I was like, okay, let's start again. Season 2, Crimson Curse messed us up. Season 3, Crimson Curse messed us up. So I'm like, you know what, let's remove Crimson Curse. We have everything but Crimson Curse. And for the most part, we've just been surviving with this, generally. And to be fair, ironically, we've been doing pretty well from this, but that's also just luck as well. But yeah, because we were trying to do this mission, which that's a
Damn.
garbage item.
I've never seen a color like that. Probably that's DLC, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is that one. This-
Farmstead.
yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, so then the other one would be up here. Surprising that the Warrens is triple reds, despite the fact that we are level 1 Warrens.
I think they're trying to lure you in with some good loots.
Possibly. The only one there that would be actually, that one's useful, but 6D's probably not worth it. It's a short mission of level 5s. I think it's just because we have a lot of level 5s at this point. Also,
Yeah.
give me a moment.
I think they do that just as balance. Oh, what are you doing?
I was just going to mute real quick so I can just cough.
I just put my mic up, like, if you don't mute my mic, put it up in your face while you cough. So I'll just mute my mic.
fair. No, it goes through the same source. So
So it just mutes everything.
Yeah.
Oh, so I think, if your characters are too high level for a mission, they go, phew, I'm just better than this mission.
Pretty
So
much, which
I
is,
guess
I
it's
think,
like-
what they're doing at the moment.
Yeah, I guess they'd want to eliminate that, that need for you to piss people off and
Yeah,
put some
pretty
low
much.
people in just to get some progress.
Yeah, though ironically, I don't know if it was this playthrough or the last one, you can get an event where level restrictions are removed. So you can just bring in like a bunch of level 6s to an easy mission, just bam, 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 wipe the entire place out. It's pretty fun, but that's the whole thing.
I can imagine it's fun just wiping everything, but this game's meant to be a challenge.
Yeah, it is. Wait, hang on, give me a moment again.
Little ill.
Yes. Now, so, the way that I do this mission is usually we take you. We don't have any. Oh, okay. So this is the issue with not having my shield breakers, because shield breakers can activate what's called the Aegis shield, which essentially just stops you taking damage.
Oh.
So, Aegis shield, plus also the ability to just go, you are guarding me now.
Yeah.
Is pretty solid.
I love making my antiquarians ultra slippery. I give them like a bag of marbles. And
Yeah,
makes
bag
it
of marbles. And
unhittable.
I also do the carapacidal to up your proc. That generally goes pretty well. I need to level up some of these guys a bit more. So I guess let's do some green missions. I haven't done much of the cove, so I suppose that we may as well do that. We've got the lucky dice. Sure, why not? We need to get more portraits, actually, because we don't have that many of them. We've got a decent amount of cash, actually, so who should we take into the cove? Take, perhaps, Mesnage, we take Ferrers, we take Buron, and we take Coriolanus, perhaps. Coriolanus was named after Coriolanus, who is one of the people who came to a few of the streams recently, but unfortunately I believe he's at work, so that is what it is. Rabies. He's got rabies. That's probably not the best. Warren's Explorer, Fairweather Fighter, Unyielding. I'm just mentally going through all the stuff. I don't think we can level up these guys very much.
That character's flagellant. Do they do self-harm?
Flagellant.
Oh no, so they only go
To the flagellation. Yeah. Because that is a whole thing. To be fair, I don't actually mind stuff like that. The flagellation is kind of expensive, but for the most part, there's a lot worse bad quirks that you can get, like the ones that like make them auto do things and all
Yeah,
that.
klepto. I hate Reynold starts with klepto.
Yeah, luckily I basically put him on the sidelines until I can deal with that immediately. Okay, let's come in here. I clicked onto the wrong place. We need to come over here. Massage. You can grab that. You can grab that. You can grab that. Sure. Ferrer's. 1, 2, 3, 4. That feels about right to me. Coriolanus gets his healing. He can mark. We'll go this one. And we want the pull. So, yep, he's already kitted up as much as he could be. Now we want to have call the shot. We want aimed shot. Smoke screens are actually no, it's kind of garbage. Patch up is good. Skeet shot is also decent. Boop bop. There we go. That should be set up. That should be set up. At this point, I'm just basically like I'm not even like focused on the screen. I'm just kind of zoned out. I just know where to click to do everything. You can get that and that. You can get that and that. You can get these two, and you already have those two. Excellent. So that should be a pretty good group to carry through the cove. I should probably come over here, unequip all trinkets. Now we want to have... you can probably go scouting chance and speed down.
You want him to be... Oh yeah, that's a hard one.
Well, the thing is, I usually use her for marking specifically. I don't actually mind if she goes last, though.
Yeah.
Because she's already got kind of a low speed anyways.
Low speed already, so what's the harm?
Yeah. Dodge. If torch is high. Who needs some dodge? You could go with some dodge. Yeah, sure, we'll go you. So that's going to bring her to 35 dodge, which is going to be quite nice.
Damn.
She's going to be able to take care of most stuff. Then we're going to come over here. We don't have... I guess we could give her that, but no, stun skill chance. That feels right. We're not really going to rely on output of damage. What we'll do is we'll give you that, and then you can take... What do we want? Prot. Stress down if torch is high. That could be useful. You're already doing an extra damage, so what we could do actually is if we come over here, we go Solar Crown, and then we scroll down to extra damage. HP is going down a little bit, but that's fine. Georgian's Charm there. You can take the Scouting, and then you over here can take Accuracy on ranged skills. That feels about right. Do you have anything that's not a ranged? Range. Cool, excellent. So accuracy's up pretty high. That feels kind of solid. I just heard hear the movement of paper, but there's the poster up there. Oh well, we've got a 45 scouting base. That's pretty solid. And we're going into the cove, so we want to take medicinal herbs. We'll take 2 of them. Two. Take a bandage. Take a stack of torches and 4 shovels. Feels about right to me.
What are those scales?
So those are the Aegis scales. So, the Shield Breaker introduces a new mechanic whenever you camp. Occasionally, you can have what's called a nightmare. I say what's called a nightmare is a nightmare. You know what a nightmare is. Where essentially after camping, you enter into combat with a couple of snakes, and the combat ends if she drops down onto Death Door. But if you kill them, you can get Aegis scales and trinkets for the Shield Breaker. That's essentially how you're supposed to get her trinkets. And it essentially is it's just a new mechanic to see what roughly happens.
Who would have thought you were going to get attacked?
Yes. Luckily, we got the surprise. They're 2 deep stingers. What we can actually do is if we come in here, Barbaric Yorp, get that stun on number 2. There's a pink fish as well there. Let's just chop and take out that one. A nice solid crit. And because it was a crit, we get the crit benefit there. Come over now and we'll vulnerability hex him to mark.
Fun if you killed him with the hex.
I have actually done that in the past. It's a good way of just taking or doing extra damage. But that takes out him. Stun wears off. Top of the line. He's got decent speed, so he's going to go first on Ferrez. 1 damage and possibly stun. Yep, we resist. Very solid. And now we'll come over here and show him what's up.
Wow.
Crit for 24. Get done. Hell yeah.
Bounty hunter.
He is pretty solid. He's got, I think, mediocre damage, but we've boosted that up, and the fact that he has Fairweather Fighter, which now he's going to also do more damage, so extra for quirk. It's pretty good. It stacks up quite nicely. Ooh, okay, that's cool. Obluttomania or soft? Which, Obluttomania? I recall, I saw that and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's probably what Faror has. Guilty conscience and slow reflexes, scattering or flagellant. Well, we'll come over to here with you, and now I believe it is the medicinal herbs. And a Blutomania has been cleaned.
Woohoo!
Ironically, given what I just said. The Blutomania is the obsession with cleanliness. So that has
They've
been
been
cleaned off the
cleaned of their
slate.
cleanliness obsession.
Yes, they are fine with being, completely dirty and unfortunate to look at. Bada bing, easy.
That was everyone back in the old days before good soap and
Showers.
showers were fucking invented.
True, true. I mean, you can go and take a bath in the creek. I'm sure that'll be good for your health. Don't worry about it.
Hey, look, there's Fred's turds floating downstream while I'm getting cleansed.
Delicious. My favourite. Go for a trap disarm because that also de-stresses, so he's now all good again. She's doing pretty good for stress. There's a hunger check. Go figure. Of course, we're hit with a hunger check this early.
I hate how hunger works.
Yeah, you can feed them all and give them a ton of food, and then immediately after it's now hunger check. What? Everyone just got filled up, but sure. Pop a torch. I've learned most of the keyboard buttons for doing stuff like this, T's for torch, tab swaps between inventory and map. So I can basically fully swap just between whether I'm using the keyboard and doing stuff, or whether I want to be leaning forward.
Ooh,
There's another hunger check. Oh boy. It's not a camping mission, luckily, though, which is pretty good. Because a camping mission would be brutal, to say the least. So we'll pop a torch and head in.
Wow, we found a hun.
Yes.
Awesome.
Money in the bank.
I'm gonna try make a team in this game
Fair.
one day where they really thrive in the dark, because that's when loot is mad also.
Yeah, I mean, the darkness teams are pretty easy to make as long as you've got the right items.
Yeah.
But thing is, that's usually end game items that you need if you want to be good at it.
Yeah.
I think ancestors, pen, a bunch of other stuff like that. But okay, anyways, we've got the double stun, which is nice. We get the mark on that one as well. I shouldn't have actually marked that one, but it's fine. Because what we can do now is we come over here. Because we can't hit that 1 to 2, so we'll just mark that one and just be we'll take care of that one later. Stun resist, dodge down, which is good. Now chop, get out of here. Ain't about that. And I just realized that I'm a fool for having done that, because she can't actually hit front position. I should have taken out. Actually, it wouldn't have worked regardless. That's fine. 3 damage.
Skeet shot.
Yeah, we could just skeet shot it. It's fine. It's not like it's going to do anything anyways. It ups our torch just a tad and does a bit of a stress heal. Brine on Buron. And then we'll chop. Easy peasy.
Big chop.
Bada bing, it gets done. Also gotta love how my chair has developed a slight squeak, which is slightly irritating. I should probably go and put some oil on that to fix that up.
Yeah, buddy. My chair I bought brand new did develop a squeak instantly. It's they should come with directions. It's while you're assembling it, lube up everything. Put some graphite. Get a little shaker of graphite powder. Saves it squeaking.
Yeah. I reckon that would probably be a good call.
Yeah, but not people just go, yes, we have given you the tool, now just deal with the squeaking.
Yeah, I mean, I already broke 1 or 2. Actually, I broke 2 of the wheels, and then Mum bought the wrong wheels to replace them, just because I was like, hey, can you quickly, since you're running out to the shops, can you stop by and grab some? She got the wrong kind, and I'm like...
Have to make them work.
Yeah, I slapped them in there, and then I was like, this isn't particularly too useful. So I just made do for a little bit. And they ended up snapping anyways because they weren't properly seated in there directly upwards. They were on an angle, so the weight was being pushed down into the wrong place. So that was a bit of a bummer, but I was like, oh well, it is what it is, I guess. We'll mark him.
I hate the pelagic guardians.
They suck, yeah. Hopefully we can get the double stun, because stun removes protection, which we did. Very nice. And now we come in here and do a big old chop. 13 damage. Not enough to take it out, but it's enough to make us good for now. We'll mark you, so that way we're ready to take on her afterwards. You are going to do your thing. Now we're going to skeet shot. And not enough damage. She doesn't do that much damage. She's more of the one I use to try and mark things, so we can just have marks wherever we need them. But it's all good anyways. We're doing pretty good in terms of health at the moment, actually. Surprisingly, no one's actually gone down too much. We could go for another stun.
They got
130
the buff
base.
though. Oh no, they don't.
The back one had the buff, but
Oh!
bada bing. We can generally stun lock him pretty well because... Oh, you're kidding me. Really?
He's strong. He's on 1 health.
That's irritating. Oh well, take him out. And we'll go figure, we crit then. Go figure.
There's no good stress here.
Yep, fantastic.
Oh, no one got stressed
Yeah,
here.
everyone's all good at the moment except for her. That's fine though. We'll come over here.
Oh,
Vulnerability hex.
dodges magic somehow.
She's already marked anyway, so that's fine. 24 damage, easily taken care of. Okay, you come in here and you can use the key. Oop, easy peasy. Use the scout. What do we got? Double
Very
scout.
nice.
Excellent. Not bad indeed. Ooh, there's one of these. Ah, bloody hell. What was the bas relief? I think you just do it. Hang on, let me bring up the list of curios real quick, because occasionally I have to find out some of the ones I don't necessarily remember. Cove, bas relief, positive quirk. Yep, sure, we'll go for it. I'll actually give a positive relief, positive quirk to her, and of course she gets a negative quirk. A blue to... Aha! We just removed this!
Yeah, no, I had it in the thing. I was like, hey, did you want this back?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I see you got rid of that. No.
You can have it back, man.
At least it went to her. I don't really
Shovel.
care about...
Yes.
Yeah, shovel's the way to go. We actually have a lot of shovels right now, damn. Cool. Bit of cash.
Shovel o'clock.
You could have seen the money. Actually, you might have actually seen the amount of money we had. We had like
Yeah,
the
40 grand,
1750s, and like all 5 of these positions were filled with 1750s of gold. So I was like, that's solid.
I think that's what I love about the Antiquarian.
Oh, the thing is, we didn't even have the antiquarian. That was literally the last mission we're doing.
because that's the default one.
Oh yeah.
The default amount of money max, I mean.
Yes.
Oh
Okay.
no!
3
Pelagic
grouches.
gropers.
Yeah, they can do a lot of damage, but as long as we can dodge them and not be foolish, we can hopefully take care of them. Like that, for example.
I love crits because they just piss the body off.
Oh yeah.
They don't even bother with it. They're just like, yep, that's gone.
Yep, don't even need to worry about it. It's all good. Okay, and I think we did the stun, or we did the we did the stun at the right timing. And we'll mark you as well. So the way to think about marking, I heard someone talk about, was marking is essentially that character's way of saying, hey, I can't hit that character normally with my attacks, so take my damage and put it on that person. So that's convenient. We'll come over here and we'll chop for 30. Very nice. And we'll just vulnerability hex for extra slight bit of damage. And the dodge is still going down. We still can't do anything here, so we'll just come over here and heal. The other convenience about that heal is it buffs the amount of healing that she can then take for the next time she gets healed.
Yeah, it's the same with the Arbalist. It's brilliant.
Yeah, so the Musketeer was, to my knowledge, a Patreon skin for the Arbalist. So that's why they're basically the same character.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just much prefer the Musketeer, just because, I know, I kind of like her style.
Guns are cool.
Yeah. Like, crossbows are cool and all, but like, I don't know, it is what it is. Sack's contents are mine. 50 gold, my favorite. Brilliant. And we're out of torches. Excellent. Looks like we're bathing in the darkness. Well,
That's good loot then.
we may as well double down. Kenny, yo, what's up? Antiquarian makes up for their general weakness for being money makers in dungeons you can get through. You think their best abilities protect me, and for camping, Curious Incantation. The rest of the abilities are pretty iffy. Yeah, Get Down is useful if you want to fix a shuffle. Flash Powder, not so much. Usually my build for Antiquarian is the speed buff, the Stumbling Scratch, the Get Down and Protect Me. So, say for example, if Dismas gets ripped.
Use the boy.
Yeah, no, I was trying to get the stress heal. So Dismas activates Riposte. Then we do. Wait, should we continue? I guess we'll check for a scout. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can activate Riposte, and then you double down and go. Oh yeah, well instead of just taking the damage, I'm going to guard myself with Dismas. He can take the damage and also then Riposte back, which is pretty useful. Trap Disarm 80%. And then
See, my Antiquarian build is be useless and get me money.
pretty much, yeah. Which, I mean, in general is usually the Antiquarian. But we won't bother with that room battle because I don't think that would have given us much loot. But the stress heal from the traps was useful. Another 6,000 gold. There's a part of your team that uses Antiquarian normally. You want a riposte parry ability to maximize the use. Yeah, for a while I was using a Man-at-Arms because you can always guarantee that either the protection is up or a riposte is up with the protection because you give him protection as well.
Yes.
So that's pretty useful. Clotter, yeah, it's useful.
Oh no, they got no cheat. Whatever will we do?
Yeah, gambling, oh man. If anything, I don't like to gamble because you can lose extra money anyways, so it's like, that's fine. Out of the classes, they are the weakest. They make up for it when you make that sweet money. Money bucks, dollar bills. That's true. Generally, also, wow, I love the ranged character getting crit for melee.
Oh, sick.
Hell yeah. Yeah, for the most part, generally, I don't even rank them on the same list as the other regular heroes. Generally, they are completely separate for me. 30 things for, what is that? Purchase crystal.
Okay.
Purchase crystal. It actually just says purchase crystal, okay. What is the crystal?
You have to go to the little store.
Yeah, I can probably check it. Crystalline foci. It's not even
Maybe
here.
it's just any crystal. I don't know.
I have no idea. When traits are true. Makes not sense for the character at all. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's fine. If it was an issue, I could just deal with it for the most part. We'll throw Max in to do that. What else do we have? We don't really have any good level 4s at the moment. So, or level 3s even. Though, actually, I think... Oh, no, our group is still good to go. I guess we'll just take the group in again. Why not? Maybe let's actually swap. Could take in Daka, I guess. Or we could take in... Let's take in Nesden. We don't really need the sniping lass. So, perfect example of my build. We use Get Down. Could take Festering Vapors for a bit of light, sure. And protect me. We don't have any way of riposting at the moment. That's fine, though. At the moment, she can be useful for just damage output if you build her right, I generally find. So, like, this is a melee stab, so... You know what, let's make a melee build. Oh, no. Actually, that drops her dodge. We don't want that.
You don't have a bag of marbles?
I do. It's up here.
Oh, beautiful. That's all you need.
True, true. I could actually give that. Dodge up a ton. And... I'm not sure. You'll choose Protect, Being Nerve, Stab, Festering Vapors, and Fortifying Vapors. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like she's going to be doing much one way or the other. I suppose we can come over here. Oh, actually, I didn't realize we had the Heaven's Hairpin. Easy. Heaven's Hairpin is, like, by far the best weapon or the best thing in the game. Best item in the game. Sort by level.
My neck is so snappable today. I've been doing that. It like, cracks every time.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, and you're good, you're good. You can get more healing and such. Boop and bop. And Nesden is as good as she can be. Makes you think of D&D if you brought an expert appraiser NPC into the team. Yeah, the thing is, usually we just try and make sure that we have at least a PC who has, like, Identify or something like that, generally. Because in the circumstance of Sam's game, I think Ethan's character, I don't remember his character's name.
Something.
Yeah, it's something or other. I only really remember your character's name, Gil, my character's name, and Xander's character's name. But that's just because those are also the two characters that Faror has experience dealing with. Yeah. So it actually kind of makes sense for Faror himself to not remember the name, so oh well. I guess it is what it is. Okay, I think we kitted up all of that. So have you seen the districts?
No.
So look at this, right? You will no longer suffer random hunger checks, but that's really hard to get. There's stuff there. You can get an extra gem. Laudanum adds a stress resist buff. That's not really one I would go for. Miasmal Orchard. Medicinal herbs adds disease resist. Okay, that's garbage.
That would make sense for laudanum because you just get stoned. Ooh,
yeah.
Damn, 50 grand.
Yeah, so that's... Because keep in mind, the company that made the game is Red Hook.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what, if you build this, congratulations, that's just you showing off that you've done pretty good. The bank apparently is really good. 5% interest per week.
That
for
is
50
good.
of those things, the portraits. Cartographer's Camp, Torchlight's better.
That's good.
Granary, healing up when eating, and you get extra food to start with.
The sheer amount of crests that some of the ship.
Oh yeah, because I mean, keep in mind this is like permanent stuff that
Yeah.
like is really good. Puppet Theatre's pretty solid, but yeah, it takes like tons of stuff. Like this is like after you've already finished a lot of stuff, and you're like, you've completely done all of the base sort of thing.
And
They're
yeah,
all
okay, what do I
fully
spend
upgraded.
these on now?
Yeah, counts of the yellow hand. So now you get crit up and scouting chance up if you've got, or for like any of these guys. Altar of Light is stun and healing for these things, which is pretty solid. Training ring. Training ring's pretty decent. Accuracy's up. Accuracy and HP is up is always nice. Athenaeum, Blight and debuff. Oh, I guess Athenaeums, if I'm not mistaken, are like the the medicine like lecture halls where you all sit around and watch someone get stabbed and operated on.
Seen a cool gif of that. Some
Yeah.
dudes get stabbed actually, like alive. They're like, how many times? Like, where can we stab a man where he won't die?
Hmm.
It's real. It's black and white because that was before
Oh
they
yeah,
invented
it'd be
a thing called
ages ago.
ethics.
Well, yeah. The ethics probably wouldn't be a thing back then, but I mean, it's a good question. Where could you stab someone where they wouldn't die? I mean, depends. Are you leaving the knife in the person, or are you just stab and then remove? You've not played this game too much. You want to complete it without any DLCs first, and then play with anything. But you have been so lazy about gaming, just writing instead. And that's fair. Are these benefits always on? I believe they are.
Yeah, 20, as long as you've got what's written there, antiquarian, then the effects of that will be on there.
Yeah. So for
But
example,
these are permanent. Like, they cost too much not to be.
yeah, exactly.
I'd be
Like,
bamboozled.
yeah, thing is, like, this is the one thing I've actually gotten, but I don't actually do really anything with these things. Like, I don't use Finale for Jester. I just use them as stress and buff.
Yeah, actually, finale stack with the.
Oh, it's pretty good, but it's one of those things where the time it takes to like to charge it up and properly use it, like by that time you're hoping that you've already finished the combat anyways.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that's at least how I find it. Who do we have currently equipped at the moment? Because there's something to be said about possibly having room for Bossier, our Jester.
Oh, what's Mum want?
Okay, hold on. I can mute if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, stabs are far more lethal than lacerations or slashing and cuts. Sometimes people survive crazy punctures, the organs are not struck, and the person locks out. Thing is, they still need doctoring. It's not like they're just good to go because an organ doesn't get mushed. That's true.
Yeah, well, this place was a controlled environment where they knew the anatomy.
Yeah, it would have been in an actual, like...
They're like, all right, well, good, this is a spot where most likely a kidney isn't.
Yeah, true. I mean, all things considered, if they have two working kidneys, you still usually can, like, fuck with one of them.
Yeah, no, but I don't think the guy that was getting stabbed with, like, some of his very crucial organs.
I mean,
get
true.
disabled.
But I suppose if they're going to go, how much can we stab this person until they die?
Well, I mean, I don't think they were. I don't know the context of Suzuki, but they weren't aiming to kill them. They're just like, these are where you could stab people that won't kill them.
Fair. I suppose the other question is, what are they getting stabbed with? Alex,
Maybe.
do you want to go and get dressed instead of just walking into my room in your towel? Yes, I
Yeah.
am streaming
Actually, we
currently.
should just put the camera in. Just
Yeah,
no, actually, we shouldn't.
We very much should not do that. No,
Get out.
Alex. No, not right now. Also, Matt's here. We're trying to hang out.
Yeah, bro.
Go and get dressed. Jesus Christ.
Was he just in the pool?
I don't think so. I think he just got out of shower. Which,
There's
I
no
don't-
point in going back in the pool if you've had a shower.
Yeah, I don't know. What?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. If you just got out of the shower, why are you going to go jump in the pool? Sometimes I very much question what the fuck he's on about.
Yeah, he's a bit of a
Dumb
fuckhead.
fucking, yeah.
Crazy slash on his hand, but he did not think he was hurt that bad. Tried to wrap it, showed his hand to it. Yeah.
Into his pocket. The super drunk wandering around the hand until he got dizzy and collapsed. The hand was still there. He had so much blood covering the pants it ran down into the sock, which soaked up a ton of blood. Oh no. That reminds me of like one of the things that like Chubby Emu would like make.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this man slashed open his hands. Here's how his entire body shut down.
It's like, bro. Yeah, buddy, I heard a similar story where a lady got massive burns all on her legs and stuff because she was walking on a beach, right? And she found a pretty white stone. And she puts it in her pocket. Oh, it's pretty. I'm going to take it home.
Why is this feeling like it's going to be like radiation burns?
No, it was white phosphorus.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, because white phosphorus doesn't go off in water, I suppose. So
Fair.
it washed up on the beach and was constantly getting doused. So it was sitting there like that. She's taken it. Oh, pretty. Puts it in a thingo. And it burnt so hot in her pocket she didn't realise it was burnt till she got home and it was
hell.
like that. Down the
That's like fucking 3rd degree burns
Oh, yeah.
level of stuff.
Like
all
nerve
along
damage.
it.
So hot.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's so hot it would have had to have burnt her nerves for her to not feel it.
Like, could you imagine that? What a pretty white stone. This should be just harmless. White phosphorus, bitch.
Yeah, that's
Wonder how
probably
that
not
happens,
good.
eh?
Yeah, because the nerves give way and you might not feel anything. True, yeah. There's also possibly the chance that she might have already had some possible nerve issues to begin with as well.
Oh, well, I mean, it's
I mean,
just
that's
that...
actually basically leprosy at that point.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that whole idea of shock.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's like the story of the lady. Oh, she got hit in the back by someone, and as they were running past, she didn't think anything of it.
Mhm.
And then later on, she got home. She tried to take off her shirt, and it wouldn't come off.
Yeah.
Found out there was a knife sticking out of her back.
Bloody hell.
The guy stabbed her in the back, and she didn't know.
Fair enough.
The whole
I
time.
mean, at that point, you're kind of a badass for just walking around with a knife.
Yeah, she did her grocery shopping.
Yeah.
She was just doing her grocery shopping.
Everyone is like behind them, like.
There's a knife. No one.
But
thought
no
to
one
advise her.
mentioned it.
No one thought to advise her.
Yeah, that's
So it's just like, oh yeah, let me just be stabbed.
Yeah. That's kind of probably not the best idea. Also, let me actually, what I can do, hang on, I just realized as well, because I think my head's like sort of bobbing out of
so you
here.
wouldn't know. Then there's there's a lot of other stuff. Hey, look at that widescreen.
Yeah, now I've actually got my head in the frame, as opposed to like half cutting it off. Not only is your body in shock, but there are far less nerve endings in the back, true. It's a trait that we have so we don't stop running when we get in trouble.
Yeah, it's that whole
Fair.
idea. I heard a story of a bloke who was riding his motorbike.
Yep.
And he fell off.
Mhm.
And he's like, oh yeah, ooh whoops, I fell. And he's trying to remove his helmet.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he's-
yeah, that's
man.
right. And his fucking
Yeah,
hands have
he's like-
been chopped off.
Yeah, he's like, man, I can't seem to get my latch, because he gets to someone, like, they didn't tell him because they saw it. They're like,
Yeah,
fuck.
just like,
They're like, oh, can you get this? I can't seem to get it. It's like, yeah, sure. And then he takes off his helmet. Just later on, you notice it's just like 3 of his fingers missing. Oh, I couldn't take the strap off of my helmet.
that would explain it, but that's going to be a bit of a yucks from me. Once we turn around and can't defend ourselves, the primordial creature, that means we need to run. True. We, it's like sort of how, I mean, for one, you don't have eyes or hands in the back of your back, I guess.
In the back
And-
of my back.
Yeah,
Back
and
of
it's
my
like
back,
how,
trying
like,
to
you
see
know,
my spine.
it's like how, like, an elk or something, or like a deer is trying to run from a tiger. They're going to get, like, slashed up on the back, but they're able to keep moving, sort of thing.
It's just it's just that whole, how could you survive that kind of thing?
Yeah.
It's like, you know, walking people on battlefields. Oh, look, my arm fell off. Trying to put it back on, but they can't.
Yeah.
Your body goes full spasticated. in
Yeah,
that
pretty
moment.
much. So I'm just thinking as well, actually, we could probably take Roger for this. Because I think this is a siren. So if we take Roger, tip of the spear, so we've got double stun, so we can stun an entire group of 4, and then have this man just come in and bam, 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 and chop through. Shock is a crazy creature. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, on one hand, it's definitely a very useful ability to have, or like, thing to have. On the other hand, oh boy, it can mess you up, and it can lead to some wacky shit.
It's a whole idea of walking wounded.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, if someone falls off a motorbike and they're smashed, right? Because your body's just undergone so much damage. You're like walking along like, no, man, I'm fine. And like every single bone in their upper body is broken. you know?
Yeah. Tis just a bit of a flesh wound. There's some really old notes on a berserker that after having his arm cut off, used the flowing blood to blind his opponents up until he just fell over dead.
Mm.
Yeah, I imagine back then that would have been one of those sort of circumstances where they're like, oh, it's fine. I can probably withstand plenty of not having blood.
Yeah, God will keep me alive. But nah, so Berserker, you speak in Berserker, so you're thinking...
Barbarian type stuff.
No, not barbarian. Vikings, because they used to have those. I don't know if they were Amanita caps, but they were something like that.
Amanitas
They'd
are
eat it.
extremely fucking poisonous, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, see, what an old Viking.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's fair.
he probably had the cap, and then went full trip out.
Yeah, just whoa.
Yeah, so
let's
he
go.
was already tripping.
Fair.
It's like Berserker. The whole idea is they eat this cap.
Yep.
Sends them just.
Yeah,
off.
they just go fucking wacky.
They go Berserker.
Yeah, I mean,
you know?
it's like having several of the different forms of drugs that are possible nowadays.
Yeah, so yeah, they do that. So obviously, he's got berserk. He's berserking due to the mushroom,
Yeah.
and then his arms chopped off, and he's like, "Fuck you."
True.
Let me
feel
just hose you.
Yeah, that though I imagine that there's a very fair chance of that not going too well. Popping.
Pocket blood.
Yes.
Sit there. Pocket blood.
Fair enough.
I have a valid excuse for not going tonight.
Fair.
Thank God for that.
Let me quickly just drop in a perhaps. There are several theories.
Wait,
drugs are
is this Chris offering to pick you up?
Yeah, for the D&D campaign that I'm not too keen to go to tonight.
I just don't want to go on that flight.
Drugs are likely, and some people's adrenaline is so strong it bears similarity to PCP. They become absurdly strong under fight and flight. True. And because the thing is, like, adrenaline, we don't experience it much nowadays because, well, there's not really any circumstances where adrenaline needs to kick in. But it's a very powerful, like, hormone that can be released within the body.
Oh yeah, it's like a mama. Like there's stories of mums nearly lifting cars off children.
Like, insane stuff like that where it's like, you just need to act at that exact moment and they're able to because they just have that pure amount of adrenaline. Let's take one of them. There's a guy nicknamed Iceman, and instead of super strength, he can trigger fight or flight to become highly resilient to cold. He can stay naked in ice up to his neck and be fine. That sounds very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Actually, my favorite, thinking back on that PCP, I love seeing the videos of people on it.
Yeah.
Like on the Netflix thingos. Like you see this dude, he's disemboweled and he's walking along.
Yeah,
naked,
true.
by the way.
Actually, I do remember
makes
you
strip.
talking about that show, yeah. Because you start getting overheated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start feeling hot, and then they just like, yep, let me just strip off, and then, I don't know, just be immune to damage.
Yeah, I just, get that invulnerability. It just works. Bada bing, bada boom. It's like some D&D type stuff. Also, god damn it, that surprise. Immediately just got roasted upon. But, yeah, I mean, I could definitely see there being a potential, like, D&D thing you could do there. But I don't know how well that would work out.
That's rage. It's rage.
Yeah, I mean, barbarian rage if you what's the word? If you describe it right, I guess. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, there's another guy, speaking of adrenaline, a dude that was, I don't know, trying to lift something, and it was just impossible for him to lift it, even with adrenal energy.
Yeah.
And he, gritting his teeth so hard, he smashed them all.
Oh, yeah. That's why I've never gotten into, like, real heavy, like, weightlifting stuff.
Oh, no, he was in a fight or flight response.
Oh, okay, fair.
People in real life don't do it. And when they're actually weightlifting.
Or just, like, yeah, just not passive, like, normal circumstances. That's fair.
It's like the man that broke the world record for, the heaviest deadlift of 500 kilos.
Oh, yeah, he just started, like, pissing blood from his
blood out of
nose.
his capillaries.
Yeah, that does not sound comfortable at all. Not in the slightest.
I wouldn't think it's comfortable for trying to deadlift 500 kilos.
I tell you what, you're not
Like,
wrong either, yeah.
Bruh.
Like, that's pretty fucking insane. There we go.
Yeah.
Very fresh. But, I saw a thing actually the other day. Apparently someone... You know how you got, like, the Hercules, like, pulling two like, concrete pillars and trying to, like, keep them basically in place? I saw someone apparently break the record for that. They got, like, I think it was, like, a minute and a half or something. Ooh. I don't know. I didn't actually see the final time, but judging by the length of the video, I presume that's roughly around where it was.
Yeah.
Also, fucking hell, look at this.
Get rid of the madman.
Yeah, we need to take care of that. Quality dodges, go figure. There are a few non-chemical based strength enhancers from mutations. That's fair. Yeah, it's like stuff like... Well, I mean, just even having, some degree of genetic diversity that allows for insane stuff to happen is generally pretty wacky.
Well, look at Scandinavians. They came from Vikings, and they're always 6 foot and massive.
True,
Well,
yeah.
not always.
Well, that's, I mean, it's just genetics or inherently just having massive height and stuff. All those cool things that one can have. This man keeps dodging. God damn it. One makes it so you can activate and recruit muscles much better. And even a man that doesn't train can roll frying pans when they have the mutation.
Yeah, it's like that famous swimmer. He literally just did not get affected or did not build up lactic acid in his muscles. So when he's swimming, so the lactic acid's what stops me from getting just endlessly going at the gym.
Yep, and that's why that's what steroids essentially make it so you can't feel.
Oh, not just that. Yeah, pretty much actually.
Yeah,
and this guy, he was the swimmer, just didn't really get affected. He just didn't build up lactic acid in his muscles, so that's why he was like world champion, best swimmer in the world.
Yeah, because he just didn't have anything holding him back.
Yeah, because it's bloody mental.
Yeah. Another is the bones. Not only can you become more resilient to damage and strike harder, there's a training system for sharpening the ends of fingers that can be used to rip the skin. Yeah, the only thing is I would be careful doing stuff like that because there's a fair chance that you could easily just look very wacky if you have very pointy fingers. Like you're looking out here like the other mother from Coraline with your really pointy fingers. Yeah, it's gonna be a yikes from me. But I mean, all things considered, hey, if they're able to do that, then good on them, I guess. It's just something I would not be too particularly keen on the idea of trying. Well, for one, because I don't know how long that would take time-wise, and
you'll be like Tigress punching an ironwood tree for a bajillion years. So
just
become a kung fu master,
sort of thing. Which, I don't exactly think I have the time nor the trees to be able to just roll around and punch the shit out of trees to become a kung fu master or anything like that. It's going to be a bit of a yikes from me.
Oh, yes!
It's got a positive quirk, and we've got Hippocratic. Boy!
Yeah, that's really good. I'm so glad that's on your,
that's on your bounty hunter. The person who is, built into unhealing people now has the ability to heal better. Wow. If you screw up the training for sharpening, this guy that ruined his fingers, it still works for striking, but it looks like a 3 times fat broken finger sausage. Oh no.
Yeah, actually, I saw a weird video of a guy that had his middle finger was munted. It looked like a penis.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I definitely could imagine that happening as well, though. That's just not good for business. Because it's stuff like that where, it's weird, right? Because you have that very precise window of doing it correctly. That if you don't fulfill, you can just mess up your entire hand, sort of stuff.
It's like anything.
Yeah, true. And you got to be careful about it. As cool as it could be to strike incredibly hard, you don't want your limbs to look all what the fuck. True.
See, the brilliant thing with that is though, if they do look like what the fuck, you just simply someone decides to call you out on it, you could just simply beat the shit out of them.
I mean,
no, not these days, sorry. The moment you even think about hitting someone, you can go to prison.
I mean, basically, but that is how it be. Yeah, no, at the end of the day, it's best to just be safe and sorry. I found in high school, it's best to try and just kind of slide into the norm, as opposed to trying to do weird things to stand out, I find. Be I
can't
wallpaper.
see a use.
What's up?
What's this?
I was just saying, be like wallpaper for the most part.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just don't see a use in the real world for having fingers that can strike hard.
True,
yeah. It's like, oh, wow, I have this jackhammer which could do your job a billion times better without you making myself have weird fingers.
True.
Now you can just focus on healing.
Yes. You are going to die eventually.
Right now.
I was hoping I could get a heal in before then, but I guess not. That's
the bastards.
Yeah, so we came all the way over here just to grab this chest because...
Yes, it was worth it too.
Yeah.
You got a hunch in a torch.
Bada bing, good stuff. Now, so my guess is the boss is going to be down here. So I'm going to probably go around here. Because the thing is, I, for the most part, have a pretty powerful crew at the moment, I reckon. Unless you're doing some really strange manual labor or martial arts job, it's pretty much utterly worthless. Yeah, when is it ever going to come in handy to be able to, gouge someone's face out? Like,
I just break stone with your fingers. Finally, I don't know. I went to a strange island in Indonesia just to be really cool and just get some culture. Oh no, I've been captured by pirates. Luckily, I've trained my fingers. I can get out of this prison cell.
yeah, just bah, 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 through the ground.
Finally.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like if you've watched. Actually, I don't think you've watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, but it's like they get so both the waterbender and the earthbender get trapped in a wooden cell, and they're like, because they're like, oh, they think that we're a firebender, so they're just gonna put us in somewhere that has a lot of water and a lot of earth. Nope, they get thrown into a wooden cell because the person who was hunting them knew exactly who they were,
Smart.
and so they're like, oh shit, how are we going to escape? The waterbender is like, brainwave. She just starts running on the spot, and the earthbender's like, what the fuck are you doing? And then so she basically gets her sweat and is able to fucking bend that to like slash at the wooden bars to get out. It's pretty cool, but I was like, huh, interesting. I mean, that is definitely something you could do. I don't know how well it would work, but that sounds like something cool for like the D&D campaign, for the Hiraka D&D campaign. That would be pretty fresh, I reckon.
One finger death punch pirate. I'd do it, but with a bullet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for the most part, yeah. Like, it's one of those things where, like, there is a very, like, 0.00001% chance you'll ever be in a circumstance that would be beneficial to have that ability.
I just want to live my own Far Cry 3.
I mean, if you're going out regularly to islands where Far Cry things can happen, then maybe. But I don't see it being ever useful, generally. But, I don't know. At the end of the day, you never know. There's an old movie called Storm Riders. A cultivator with water powers gets his arm cut off and uses the water and the blood to fight in desperation. Gotta use what you got. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And, like, of course, in not Hiraka, in Avatar, they briefly touch on the first series of Avatar, The Last Airbender specifically. They touch on waterbend or bloodbending and stuff, but I think that they go much further into it in Legend of Korra. I haven't really watched Legend of Korra just because I don't really know where to find it. I don't think it's on.
I think it's on Netflix.
Is it? Because I know the regular one's on Netflix. I don't know about the new one.
I'm just not interested in the whole friggin'
Avatar thing.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where I'm like, I'll watch it just for the sake of seeing what the hype's about. Because, like, generally my rule of thumb is, like, if Chris is talking about it and sounds like he enjoys it, I'll give it a watch. Otherwise, I'm not really too worried about it. Like, or, like, I'll find it and watch it on my own time. But he was like, oh no, I very much enjoyed Avatar. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll give it a watch then, sure. Suppose we'll see how it goes. And we'll walk directly into a trap. Fantastic.
Well, I don't even think it was on the floor. It was just a bad...
Oh yeah, it's just one of those random ones where if we'd scouted, we wouldn't have walked into it, but because we didn't get the scout, there's not really anything we can do. At the end of the day, it does come down to just chance for the most part, so yeah. But speaking of chance, hell yeah, that's what I like to see, a secret door.
Yeah.
Good
I always
shit.
go to them at the end of my mission.
Yeah, I reckon at the moment, what I can do is if I feed this one, we can fail on the trap. You only watched a bit of the first season, like cultivation type stuff, but you have already written things so much more advanced in a 4-element system. Yeah, I mean, isn't the whole thing about the Chinese element system that is actually 5 elements and stuff? There's like a bunch of other stuff that's going on with it. I haven't looked too far into it just because, well, usually I don't. Like, usually, whilst there's the 4 elements... Oh, jeez. Whilst there is always the 4-element system, that's very basic. Like, even you look at, like, Pokemon and, like, all these other different, like, shows and concepts where there's, like, a bunch of other stuff that exists. Like, even if you wanted to add on top of that, you could always add in, like, air. Though I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, air is also combined with wood in that circumstance. There's a hunger check. Like, ultimately, it just is one of those sort of circumstances where, you know, it is what it is. There's always a lot more stuff that you can add in, and it just depends on really what you're going for. Like, I, for the most part, don't even consider elements at this point when I'm developing some degree of a world, just because, for the most part, there's always more stuff you could add. Like, even looking at the Hiraka stuff that we were doing, there's always, like, electricity, there's always, like, you know, telekinesis or, like, spirit energy, whatever the fuck, you know, stuff like that. Like, just fitting them, like, it's hard to fit those 4 concepts into, like, fire, earth, water, air sort of stuff. You have different sets of more ridiculous elements for higher tiers. Yeah, exactly. Like, that makes sense. And even just looking at D&D specifically, like, D&D itself has, like, what? It's got bludgeoning, piercing, slashing of non-magical and both magical variety. You've got force, you've got fire, you've got thunder, you've got lightning, you got, what is it? Radiant, you've got necrotic, and I feel like I'm missing one more type, but you get the idea. Looking at someone's element abilities in your stuff would just lead to them using ancestor beast body powers, or they would end up using soul tethers, arrays, formations, and other stuff. Yeah, that's fair. And it's kind of hard to specifically try and lock anyone out of using abilities like that. I would generally go so far as to presume. Rend on our bounty hunter. Oh no, he took 2 damage.
Oh lord. Oh gosh.
What is he gonna do?
Oh no. Oh no. Perfect amount. To kill.
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. He's guarding the Acolyte. Look how much health the Acolyte has. Look how much light she's got.
Oh no.
Oh crap. 6 damage. Bummer. But, oh well. I should probably heal one of these guys. Chop. Chop. But yeah, like, at the end of the day, I suppose that's that universe. It is what it is, for the most part. You know, it is what it is. And it's not bad to lock people out of as many abilities as possible by covering them all. Good luck with that. Yeah, it feels like one of those sort of things where you're almost... It's like trying to spec into doing a bunch of different stuff to lock people out of a lot of different things. But you're becoming like a jack of all trades in the fact that you're not going to be good at any one specific thing by doing that. Nice crit. Very fresh. I've come to collect. Oh boy.
It's not really much you can
Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that.
throw out.
Now this stuff, I believe we want to do that. An Aura of Strength engulfs the hero. It's a damage
Until next
buff.
camp, you're gonna have to go kill that siren before you
Yeah,
can.
I'm not doing that. Screw that. I didn't recall whether it was a buff or not, but I knew it was holy water, so I was just like, oh, we'll see what happens.
Ooh.
That's good. We can actually probably use this. Yeah, we'll use soft. Or get rid of soft, rather. That's good. That's good, because she's no longer got that lowered health, which is good for our frontliner. Give me a moment.
Mariner, another misfortune.
Turns into having a lot of defensive abilities and some offensive abilities at the cost of everything else. Things like detection, stealth, mobility, etc. suffer terribly. Yeah, that's fair. It's like, I'm trying to think of what specifically the D&D equivalent would be. But that just sort of even just reminds me of the idea of, like, you know, taking one level of a fighter, one level of barbarian, one level of ranger, one level of rogue, one level of this, that, whatever sort of stuff, as opposed to specializing into one specific concept for the most part. Okay, so...
At least you could focus on stress healing that one person.
True, yeah, I reckon. Reject the gods. We don't actually have any religious here, so... Sure. Then... Do you remember if the siren is a 2-wide person, or if it's a 1-wide thing? I think it's 2-wide.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't even have that ability. Never mind.
Do you have someone to protect from ambush? Is that it?
I do... I do, but that's... Actually, that's mortality debuffs. Nah, it's not really worth it. It doesn't look like I can protect from ambush, but that's all good.
Dingies!
I'm not really too worried about it either way, because we can tracking and scout ahead. So now we have surprise and also scout. Then you can battle trance, which is good as well. Ooh ha ha. And then we'll give,
ooh ha ha.
yeah, we'll give the get rid of the debuff as well. Speaking of shark bait, I was watching a couple of people play Raft the other day.
Oh yeah.
Turns out it's actually looking pretty good, I reckon. We do in fact have a surprise. But yeah, it looks like they've added a ton of stuff, so I'm like, maybe I might hit up the boys to play that at some point if I actually go out of my way to get the game for myself. But it looks kind of cool. You can make yourself like a nice little raft that you can drive around in, like stuff like that. Should be pretty cool, I reckon. We'll take the opportunity to just heal across the board. Okay, let's see. We could come in here. You have 7 health, you have 8 health. We'll do you, and if that procs, which it does... Oh, that's right, she's not high enough level. Oh, bummer. Could probably have moved forward, but that's fine. Because, yeah, at a higher level, she gets 6 blight a turn, which unfortunately didn't proc. That's fine, he's going down next turn anyways. Okay, so... Vulnerability hex on you again. At this point, I'm just trying to whittle down its health. You like survival games, but you've not really seen any that you think are done really well. Major Draw just seems to be co-op and try and make up for it. Yeah, that's true. That's sort of where it feels like at the moment. Like, that's, to my knowledge, what they've done with Raft, because I think it recently added co-op mode. Um, ooh, nice.
Don't Starve is probably the best. Oh,
Yeah.
just talk about new ones.
Or just in general, I guess. But yeah, I was actually just thinking Don't Starve is also another one.
It's bloody brilliant.
Yeah, I've never actually played it, but it's been one of those ones that has been on my radar to eventually play. But yeah, I don't know. It feels like one of those ones where I would need to probably put a lot of effort into actually learning how to play.
Oh yeah, no, it's really, really good.
Over the table, you think it's amazing since there are a myriad of choices. PCs just basically choose what they want to do. Yeah, I've been wanting to actually do a survival-heavy D&D campaign at some point. I just haven't really put in much effort to, like, because it's been one of those things of, like, if I want to play it, I presume I'm going to have to be the one running it. Turns out, I did not go to the right room. There's the boss. Do we want to do combat, or do we want to head this way?
Well, there's two chances of combat there. You know what I mean? Like
True,
that room could
yeah.
have combat, and on the way there. So just
Well,
take
actually,
it
yeah, there's a
easy.
possibility of a bunch of rooms of
You're
combat,
probably
yeah.
only going to verse a couple pelagic boys. No, never mind.
That's fine, I can handle a bunch of brigands. We stun the back two, focus fire on the front. Chop 14. Luckily, the bounty hunter actually does quite well against humanoids anyways.
Yeah.
Then we'll come over here and we'll crit.
Woof.
And 5, that's very solid. Behold, the unquenchable fire of the stars. And then we'll come over here and chop for crit 29. Very fresh.
Busted nut.
Yes, it can be hard. You made rules for a lot of things for D&D or D20, but you put them in suggested/optional in the books because, you know, a lot of people wouldn't care for it. It's either a major theme in the game or it isn't. Yeah, true. And the thing is, like, survival tends to, in my opinion, be one of those things that you have for the first, like, arc, and then after that, it usually always becomes, like, backseated, where it's like, oh yeah, there's going to be some survival in the game somewhere, but for the most part, as long, like, you know, you get to a town, you restore your honor, whatever, you're able to access food, and once you access some food, you tend to be able to access a lot of food justifiably, sort of thing. Also, we've got enough food in case we get hunger checked, which is good. Doesn't look like we're getting hunger checked, though. I'll pop another torch, just so we're ready to go.
Spirits are lifted.
And let's do this. It is the Siren. Siren has... What's that? I can't tell the stun resist. Because if she's got low stun resist, I might focus stunning. She's got low blight resist, though. Come on, come on. 50. Okay, that's actually pretty solid. Rip. It's easy to hold on to the survival theme. Oh, come on, you better resist it. Damn it, you goddamn motherfucker. It's easy to hold on to the survival theme if characters don't ever get insanely strong. If they start leveling and getting a bunch of stuff, then they just magic up everything. Yeah, exactly. It's like, there's always that, what ability was it? There's a Goodberry, I think it's called.
Yeah.
In D&D specifically, where you just proceed to just get unlimited food. And if you got a ranger, then at that point you're basically not worrying at all about really any of that sort of stuff. Also drop that dodge, very nice. Come over here and go for a stun. Nice. But yeah, like... And the thing is, like, I know at the same time, you don't want to keep players at a low level, though, because it gets boring for quite a while as well. Like, rip. Like, even just thinking to the Hiraka campaign, that whole campaign was about becoming stronger, I guess. Of course, you're going to break through 865. And high tide. And there's a protector. God damn it.
Shit.
This is definitely not being ideal for us. Alright, at least we got another hour or hour and a half before they want to start D&D. Not particularly too keen on playing D&D tonight, but oh well. It is what it is, I guess. And of course, there's our bounty hunter. That's irritating. He could be quite brutal if we're not careful. Let's just vulnerability hex and keep that brought up. You can do it, but you have to have strong reasoning behind it, and it's easier in non-D&D settings since the expectations of leveling formally can be mitigated. True, true. Yeah, well, it depends as well on what everyone's expecting in terms of how often you're supposed to be leveling up. Like, if you are specifically saying, like, ahead of time, like, hey, chances are you guys won't level up quite often, then, you know, that is what it is. Also, unfortunately, I had to attack him. Barnacle barrier. I also just can't stand when I just consistently have one of my teammates pulled over to their side because there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
Pressure crash. Okay, it's a bit of stress on Max. I think that's Max. Is that Max? No, that's Roger. Okay. Let's just move back. Pressure crash again. Being CC'd always feels bad. Yeah. Because the thing is, like, I specifically chose Roger as high debuff because I'm pretty sure it's debuff that it's considered as. But there's nothing I can do to cure them, which is irritating. Like, maybe I can stun, but, like, I don't know. Go and stun you, I guess. You're actually taking a bit of blight per turn anyway, so that's fine. Come on, move back over here. Nope, he failed his wisdom check. Ah, it's a mark, and we dodged anyways.
How did you dodge that? I don't understand.
The mark is wherever he points, and, you know, if you duck when he's pointing...
Bang! Oh, I missed.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, I prefer a dodge anyways. Now, the question is, do I want to do a Iron Swan, or do I want to stun these two? Stun... What's that? What's your stun? Stun, base 130. Yeah, we'll go for a stun. We can probably manage a stun on number 2. Yep, there we go. Alright, watch... Motherfucker! I was just about to call that out. I expected that to happen. God damn it. I'm very disappointed. Go figure.
Unfortunate.
Okay, we'll self-heal. Nice, solid 19. And no bleed as well. Very good. You're going to Song of Desire and Roger. Now, I did choose him, motherfucker. Boy, it's because I've been stunning him so much. He's like, you know what, we want that stun. Noxious Blast to Blight Coriolanus. 5 Blight damage a turn. That's going to be a yikes from me. Okay, what do you got? 5 damage a turn. Let's come in here and let's just start wailing on the Siren. That's actually, the Blight, it's worn off, that's irritating. And 100% stun resist, Devour. Luckily we dodge. Now you are going to do that. We're now going to mark this fool. So hopefully, okay, you're going to Devour again. Luckily quadruple dodge. Now you receive damage. Hell yes. You're not sure if you mentioned it before. Oh, okay, there's Lily. Hello.
It's a newborn
What are you
baby.
Hey, but you know you could not be an adventurer when you think the smell alone would kill you. Fair. Yeah, usually I'm pretty chill with smells, but
Big chunky boy.
as of recently, my level of dealing with smells has been getting a lot lower. Hello, Lily. What are you doing?
Are you so tiny that you're tiny? Yes, she is. I wonder,
Yeah.
can you just see the snoot in the camera?
I was showing her on stream the other day. Oi, what are you doing, Dash?
Yes, just a newborn baby.
Hey. Okay, Dash is like knocking over cords and everything.
Oh my god.
Lily, oi, what are you doing? Oi,
Big kisses.
Lily, what are you doing? Dash, oi, what are you doing?
What's happening?
Chop is happening. What are you doing, Lily? What are you doing? It's been covering me in hair.
A newborn baby.
You shouldn't have the fan behind you because it's blowing all your hair onto my face. You'd probably be barfing at some point from the... oh, hang on. What about walking through somewhere like the cove you're playing through now? You'd probably be barfing at some point due to the rotting fish smells. True, true. Lily, what are you doing?
Giving me kisses.
Oi, what are you doing?
You're so lovely.
Hey? She's made it a habit recently to come and just sit in my room and fall asleep on my bed, which is a slight bit irritating sometimes because I'm like, yes, I like to have my own room to myself, but I guess I won't, sure. Let's go for a stun, hopefully. There we go, like an 80% chance to proc stun, easy peasy. Luckily we did it in the right chance. And now let's just wail on the Siren.
Are you tiny?
Yes. Hey?
It's pretty warm from outside, huh?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure she's been sitting outside. That's irritating. And then the summon in high tide.
Oh, protector.
Yeah. Okay, come on. Get a bit of nice healing, please. Okay. And now the
Oh, she's enjoying that fan.
Yeah. She's been sitting outside all day, to my knowledge so far,
Enjoying the simple things in life.
and dropping saliva onto my pants. Chop and dodge. Go figure. Come on, man. Just need to hit some shots. Pressure crash. Hey, you're dropping saliva
newborn?
everywhere now.
Are you a newborn baby? She's like,
Hey.
yes, I am.
I am in fact a newborn child. How could you tell? And okay, luckily we have her back over on our side.
Does the song again? Ah!
Nope, they're going for Ferrers.
Fail.
Nope. God damn it.
Is that just like? Is that
It's
just the?
It's just a debuff check, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
So if it fails the debuff check, they get pulled over, which is
Smart.
irritating. Oh, collect bounty. Oh boy, crit for 24 on Max. Oh, not Max, Roger.
it's alright. Roger's a bitch anyway.
Yeah, devour across the board and death door. Nope, dodge. Very nice. Okay. Can we go for a stun? Please, we should be able to go for a stun. Nope, and oh boy, we could break through, but unfortunately I don't want to damage our teammates if preferable. Barnacle barrier now, great. We need to proc a stun. This is irritating. I will live forever. Right,
Watch him
whatever.
go for Roger.
Yeah, he's going to. Mark for
Ooh.
death on Misnage. Okay. You know what, I'm fine with that. We could hack, or we could go Barbaric York. We'll go the York, because it's a no damage stun, and that releases a protection. Now we can come over here and zero... I was expecting to see a 0 heal bleed. Pressure crash, 1 across the board, and a bit of stress. Okay, and now we can come over here. And let's proc up some Plague. What's that, 4 damage turn? Yeah. Okay, well, as long as we survive like 4 turns, we should be right. Devour, 1 across the board. And there's some bleed, that's irritating. How much bleed is that? 1 a turn. Okay, that's fine. And of course he comes over while he's still stunned, go figure. You can heal you for another 5.
God damn!
He's
The
not doing
potential's
very
there,
much, yeah.
Potential's there, but he's just not doing it.
Song of Desire and Ferreras. She's not done with him yet. Back over he goes. Well, stack up some more blight, please.
Yes, 8. All you need to do is just attach. Oh, damn it.
Yep. Well, I think we should be right anyways.
Yeah.
As long as I can just make sure everyone's healed, we should be right. Then we'll just go for another Yorp to stun.
Yorp?
And it resists this time. Octocestus on Misnage, 5 damage, that's fine. A gentle Misnage. And come over here, heal for 6.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Come on, you've got like 0 to 17, and we haven't gotten above 10 this entire time.
I fight for love.
We should run. Is that so? He fights for a sword to the face. Oh boy.
Hold fast.
Oh, yes.
There we go. My eyes clear. Yeah, they better. Get over here, fool. Okay, you, sir, now can receive some healing directly to the face. Accuracy, and we got a Grave Robber Satchel. What do we want to get rid of? We can pop a torch, or we'll just grab that. Sure. And let's get out of here, because that was brutal. Alright, that worked. We've taken on a couple of bosses today as well. Got some level 3s, Vampiric Spirits, Warren, Explorer, Ruminator. Ruminator sucks. Love Interest, and Rabies. Of course it's got Rabies. Why wouldn't it?
It's perfect for him. Mage damage.
True, true. At least he's got decent accuracy as well.
In time, you
They
will
made a
know the
tonic.
tragic experience.
Cures 1 disease for every hero on the roster. Good, but I don't have any of the shards. We need to get more shards. Okay, well, either way, that's pretty chill. Anything in the stagecoach? I don't think so. Not seeing anything useful, really. What do we have in the guild? No shards, yeah. We could get the training regimen, that would be good. Alternatively, if we come over here, well, nothing really to trade for the armor smithing, unless we wanted to trade the crystals for it. 3 for 1. So that means to get to, we would need to get 721. We could do it. They're just going to take all of it. Hell yeah, armor smithing, level up.
Every plan
And,
lies
okay,
across
that
long
should
lines
be
of
essentially pretty
temporary
good.
fields.
Sort by level. Boop, bop, bam, boop, bop, bam. Bop, bam. I'm just going to level up basically all of our oranges at the moment. By God. Martyr's Flesh. Reynold. Newville. Vastel. And you wonder where all of my money goes very quickly.
Yeah, no, you get all this dank money and you spend it the next, like, the moment you go back, you're like, woohoo, I'm rich now. And then it's us off.
Yeah. Coriolanus can go there. Roger can go there. It's basically doing stress heal at the moment. Come over here. Masnage has that. Ferreras can go to the brothel. And that looks pretty good. Alright, anyways, we've reached 2 hours, so I suppose it is time to wrap up this stream and also the recording. So thank you for coming out. I very much appreciate it. All that good sort of stuff. Thank you and goodbye.